कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि.
So Sadhguru, two major problems we all face are identity crisis and self-doubt. And self-doubt especially plagues us women. So what advice can you give us?
Doubt is a very good thing. Only a fool is dead sure of everything. You know? Only idiots are dead sure of what they're doing. Either you must be an idiot or you must be a fanatic. Then you're dead sure. Otherwise, every moment there's a doubt about everything. It's a good way to live.
Doesn't it conflict with confidence, self-confidence?
See, we'll come to that. Doubt means you have an active intelligence, constantly looking at everything of all possibilities, because there is nothing here in the world which is 100% yes or 100% no. You're always looking for pluses and minuses and seeing how to gather more pluses and act. Is there 100% plus in the world or is there 100% minus in the world? There's no such thing. Is there anybody here who is 100% plus or 100% minus? Absolutely wonderful and absolutely nasty? No. They are like that. We generally gauge them and see, okay, in the day, how many times they are nasty, whether to be friendly with them or not, we decide, isn't it? Whether it matches with our nastiness or not. Hello? See, we are not seeking somebody who is absolutely fantastic. We are looking for somebody whose nastiness is reasonably like ours. Isn't it? Some sense of compatibility for every sort of action that we perform in our life, we are looking for that kind of people. You want to drive with certain kind of people, you want to do business with certain kind of people, you want to be married to certain kind of people, you want to be friends with certain kind of people. What you're looking for is different in all these areas of activity, isn't it? So, this is always there. Only thing is, doubt is good. You must encourage doubt within yourself, otherwise you will either become a fanatic or a fool, thinking you have attained to certainty. No, doubt is good, but you must be joyfully confused, okay? If you get confused, you make yourself miserable, that's the problem. If you're joyfully confused like me, you have no issue. Because you constantly nurtured confusion. Now, out of that, after much doubt and considering everything in the universe, slowly clarity arises. Now you talked about confidence. Confidence is a terrible thing, because confidence means without clarity you have attained to certainty. Confidence is the first step towards fanaticism. You will see nobody is as confident as a fanatic, isn't it? Because you become a one-track mind, you never question yourself, you never question your actions, you never question your thoughts and emotions, you just become certain. So this kind of certainty is of no use. This will come because you believe something. You simply believe something. Believing something gives you confidence, but not clarity. But you will walk through the world, negotiate this world well, only when there is clarity, not when there is confidence. Confidence is a way of blundering through life. See, right now, if you want to walk through, let's say one of the rows between two rows, let's say your vision is not clear, but you have confidence, what will you do? Hello, please tell her. If somebody whose vision is not clear walks through one of these two, between these two rows, what will they do? They will step on everybody's feet, but they're confident. Right now, this is what is happening. People who believe in absolutism about everything, they are confident. They know they're doing the right thing and going to heaven. It doesn't matter what horrendous things they create. Yes or no? They are dead sure. I'm sorry, they're not dead, unfortunately. They are so sure that they are going straight to heaven. They know in which direction heaven is. You know, here, here. But the planet is round, you're sitting approximately at probably 12 degrees latitude and it's spinning, so if you look up, inevitably you're looking up in the wrong direction, that is not something that they will consider. They know this is the way to heaven, but the earth is spinning, always pointing in the wrong direction, isn't it? But they are dead sure because they believe this is it. So confidence is a very bad thing that's been nurtured in people. What you need is clarity. Clarity needs working upon yourself. It will not come simply like that. That you express doubt about everything and consider and consider and consider constantly, slowly clarity will arise out of that. Because you see clearly, you have clarity. Confidence, you don't have to see clearly. Just like that, you believe you're right, then you're confident. Confidence is a terrible substitute for clarity. Please bring clarity into your lives. If you are a confident… oh, you're not an engineering manager. If you're a confident manager without clarity, you will be a blundering fool with people. Yes, but if you have clarity, you don't have to claim you're a manager. Everybody will line up behind you to ask what to do next because they see clarity in you.
Thank you, Sadhguru. My next question is on courage or bravery. As a child, I've always heard that three important aspects of life are education, wealth and courage. In Tamil we say Kalvi, Selvam, Veeram. So as students of IIT Madras, the education aspect is taken care. We also believe that the wealth part will be taken care once we graduate from IIT Madras. Courage becomes a question mark. Could you give us some insights on courage?
See, when you do something beyond a little bit of reason, you call it courageous. But when somebody else does the same thing, we think he's stupid, he's risking his life, okay? When we step back from something, we call it caution. When somebody else step back, we say he's a coward. So this courage business is a very relative thing. What is courage, what is not courage? The question is just this. There are some people who are capable of walking into situations without knowing a thing about it, okay? But whether they can walk out of it or not is a big question mark. Again, I'm going back to the same thing. If you had absolute clarity about everything, you would know how to act in that situation or whatever that is. And you would largely know the consequence of that action. If it is a calculated effort and you took the action, it may succeed, it may not succeed, because there are many factors that you could have overlooked. But if you had enough clarity, the chances of success are much, much better. But if you just have this Veeram in you too much, okay? And you took steps because you're courageous. When things don't work, others will see that it was the stupidest thing to do. So you must understand, you will be attributed with all kinds of qualities, positive qualities, as long as you're successful. The moment you fail, people will see the same things that they said was courageous, they will say after 5 years, he is an utter fool. What a thing he has done to himself and to everybody. So the important thing is, the purpose of human action is success. It doesn't matter whether it's a big thing or a small thing that you do. If you… don't torture the children, huh? If you… If you take any kind of action which produces positive result, then people say you're intelligent, all right? Maybe you're not, maybe it was just chance, but they will say you're intelligent because most of the world is not able to recognize anything other than success. It is not the best way to live, but that is the reality. Today, all over the world, all kinds of universities, especially in United States, they want me to be there, they're asking me to be their professor. I said, I avoided university all my life. Now you think I'll get trapped in it? So, this is not because they see who I am. 35 years ago, when I simply sat down in a place, eyes closed, people thought I was a fool. 50 years ago, when I simply sat under a tree or upon a tree without doing anything with my eyes closed, my family thought I'm an utter idiot. What is happening to this boy? He's lost his mind, they thought. My father actually thought I need psychological evaluation because he's simply sitting, not doing anything. But this is what we have done to life, that we are too much result-oriented, not process-oriented. If our processes are right, results will come. But because we are in such a hurry for results, we are too result-oriented. Because of that, we build these kind of cities, which no process. Only I built my house, you built your house, everybody appreciated, clapped their hands and said, oh, he has got his own house. It's a disaster for the city, but I got my own house, all right? So, this excessively success-oriented society is dangerous because we will miss all the processes, we'll bypass processes and do things. Ad hoc it may succeed. See, anything will succeed 50% of the time, even if you don't know what the hell you're doing. Yes. If you're playing cricket, with your eyes closed also, if you swing the bat, you may hit it, all right? So 50% of the time, lot of things may happen by chance, but that is not what young people should depend on. You must build a process within yourself which is reliable. It doesn't matter, somebody approves it, disapproves it, whether the world approves it or disapproves it, whether it appreciates or depreciates, it doesn't matter. You built a solid process for yourself that it's always reliable for you. If you do this, if there's an opportunity in the world, maybe it'll become a big success, otherwise maybe it will be something like that, but you will have the beauty of always standing on firm ground within yourself, never struggling with anything that happens to you in your life. This is what you must build. Success in the world will come depending upon what the world is ready for. I was the same person 40 years ago, but at that time, everybody thought I'm no good. But today, they think I'm a great mystic, yogi, nonsense, whatever, okay? Not because they experience who I am, because everywhere it's recognized, they are also clapping their hands, that's all. So what the flock says, it doesn't matter. Have you built an appropriate process which has absolute integrity within itself? And clarity is the basis of your process. If you have done this, it doesn't matter whether the world accepts you or not. You are successful, because as a human being you're successful. You're successful in the world or not depends on what the world is ready for right now.
So,
Why are you clapping?
we found that answer very relevant.
Okay.
Near-death experience is a phenomenon by which we hear that the memories of previous births are awakened and people gain extrasensory perceptions. As a person, since you have undergone a near-death experience, can you please…
When did I die?
No, like we read that a snake bit you and you had…
Oh, that was not near death.
So, okay, then can you share what near-death experience is to us and how it awakens consciousness within us?
If you have… anybody from Varanasi here? Oh, only one. There is something called as Bhairavi Yatana. Have you heard about this? This is when a person… Are you ready for something like this? This is a management school, I thought. Hello? Are you all interested in this question? Only the older people are raising their hands because they are near death one way or the other. Because why I'm asking this question, whether we should speak about it or not, is aspects like this about our life need to be properly looked at. If I try to give you a 2-minute answer, it'll become frivolous and you'll make wrong conclusions. Either you will believe it or disbelieve it, that's no good. But it's in the intrinsic nature of the way life is built. See, I'm sorry, I'm not getting your name.
Srinidhi, sir.
Srinidhi. Lot of wealth. Out of the 3 qualities, what are you? Viran?
Swaminathan, sir.
Okay. No, I thought those 3 qualities you got here, I was wondering. See, you are the person that you are. You are different from this person. What is it? What is the difference? What is it that makes the difference?
The kind of experiences that I have had.
Memory, essentially memory, right? So your memory is your person. Your memory is not just what you remember consciously. Do you remember how your great-great-great-grandmother looked like? No, but her nose is sitting on your face. Yes or no? Your body remembers or no? Your body remembers how your forefathers looked 1,000,000 years ago. So there is genetic memory, there is evolutionary memory, there is elemental memory, there is atomic memory, and there is karmic memory, and there is articulate and inarticulate memories. Like this, there are many levels of memory. In yoga, we identify 8 forms of memory. All these memories put together, you are the person that you are. All of them are interplaying with each other. You may not be conscious what is kicking in. Right now, at this stage in your life, it may so happen, I'm not saying essentially for you, but for anybody, you're 18, you look at your mother or father and say, no, I'm never going to be like that, all right? But you become 45, you will see, you will walk like your mother, you will sit like your mother, you'll talk like your mother. This happens to any number of people. Ask the older lot. Because the genetic memory is overpowering your conscious memory. Unless you have consciously done something to yourself, you will see the genetic memory and the karmic memory will overpower everything that you are doing consciously, unless you have created a certain level of awareness within you that you have distanced yourself from your genetics. In this culture, there are processes. If somebody dies, we are doing various karmas. He's from Varanasi. Kriyas and karmas are being done every year. First 11 days and then every year. This is not in memory of them. This is to distance yourself from their memory. We are trying to keep a genetic distance from their memory because if you allow their memory to function within you, you will not have a life of your own. Unknowingly, your mother, your grandmother, your father, your grandfather, all of them will start living through you. If you want to be a fresh life, you must distance yourself. When they're alive, we love them, we respect them, everything fine. The moment they're dead, we want to distance ourselves from them. This is a very conscious culture, but unfortunately people think yearly once they're overeating, thinking they're doing this in memory of their father. No. This entire process was created to create a distance from the dead. Someone else somewhere far away said, 2000 years ago, when he said, come follow me, when people said, my father, if somebody said, my father is dead, he said, leave the dead to the dead. It looks most uncompassionate statement, but he is saying something very profound when he says, leave the dead to the dead. If you don't leave the dead dead, they will live through you. This is the nature of life. So only a human being is able to leave the dead to the dead. For all other creatures, anyway it will play through them. Even in the human being, if they're not conscious, it will play through them. So this phenomenal amount of memory, which is incredible levels of memory, because, see, if you… what do you like, mango or banana? Mango. If you eat a mango, it goes inside and becomes a woman. If he eats a mango, it goes inside, becomes a man. If a cow eats a mango, it goes inside and becomes a cow. Very smart mango, do you think? No, there is memory here. Whatever enters this body, makes sure it becomes masculine. There is memory here which makes it… See, just because you started eating not mangoes from Tamil Nadu, you started eating mangoes from Uttar Pradesh, your nose will not grow, your complexion will not change, it will not happen. It doesn't matter what is the intake, there is absolute memory within you which determines how it should be transformed. So this memory is a possibility, it makes you who you are. At the same time, memory is also a boundary. It will not let you cross that. See, I remember this much means, what does it mean? I am living within that memory boundary, isn't it? So your genetic memory, your evolutionary memory and every other kind of memory, especially the karmic memory, is a possibility which allows you to do many things unthinking. If many things you can do. You know how to eat rasam rice, unthinking, isn't it? You ask… here there are some Chinese, Lee is sitting here, you ask her to eat rasam rice, whatever she does, it'll spill all over the place, it'll not go into her mouth. Because there is memory, simply you can eat like that. But somebody else tries such a simple act, it won't work. She will eat with 2 sticks, you try, it'll go and hit the ceiling. Because all this memory is built in. I'm not only talking about memory that you built by practice. There is memory which is beyond practice. Like, you will walk in a certain way without knowing why. If we look at you, you're walking half a mile away, if we look at the way you swing your hand, we know it's you. There are 7.3 billion people, but you have a unique way of swinging your arm, isn't it? So, the memory is built into you, it is both a possibility and a limitation. This is the entire goal of yoga, to go in the direction where you touch an intelligence within you, which is beyond memory. Because beyond memory means beyond boundaries also. How do you know somebody here, this is your friend and this is somebody that you do not know, that is your enemy, that is a person you like and that's a person you don't like? How do you know? Just your memory, isn't it? So all your boundaries are drawn by your memory. So the memory is both a possibility and a limitation. So when the moment of leaving this body comes, don't believe all this, okay? You must experience it. When the moment of leaving this body comes, the memory goes into an overdrive. It is not about past lives or whatever, this is called as bravery yatana. To conduct this consciously, that's why people who are near death or people who are become old enough and they think they must die at some point and they know they will die, they all move to Kashi at one time because they want to conduct this bravery yatana consciously so that they can become free from this memory. If you become free from his memory, memory means repetitiveness. If you become free from your memory, all repetitiveness is gone. From compulsiveness to consciousness you have moved. So this is being interpreted in the West in so many crazy ways. Generally these books are written, everybody is claiming they had near death because those books sell well. In America, if you want to become a millionaire, you just have to say, I almost died. And I floated and they see angels. This is all cultural nonsense. You will see Shiva Parvati floating, they will see angels, this is all cultural stuff. But memory will go on overdrive for sure for everybody.